Hello YouTube, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Joseph. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Popsicle Night channel. In today's video, we will be taking a closer look at Centiskorch V and Centiskorch VMAX that will be included in the new Darkness Ablaze set. Please consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for all your support. First, let's take a look at Centiskorch V. One thing that stands out is its first attack, Radiating Heat. Its first attack, only if you discard an energy from Centiskorch V, then you can discard one energy from your opponent's active as well. Now with this, it doesn't seem like a good idea to have your own energy discarded. However, the discarding of fire energy will actually end up fueling Centiskorch VMAX's attack. Now with Centiskorch VMAX, it only has one attack, Gmax Centinferno. It requires 2 colorless energy and deals 40 base damage. So from the start, it's really not that difficult to attack because it only requires 2 energy. Also, its attack increases by 40 additional damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So if your deck consists only of fire energy and you fulfill the 2 colorless attack cost by using 2 fire energy, then naturally this attack will already deal 120 damage from the very start. So assuming you attack with Centiskorch VMAX and you deal damage to your opponent, Gmax Centinferno attack actually allows you to attach a fire energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And so having to attack with Centiskorch V's Radiating Heat, where you discard an energy while you discard one from your opponent, actually allows you to have an energy available in the discard pile just so you can reattach it to its VMAX form, increasing its attack on the next following turns. Also, by its description, since it doesn't necessarily say that it has to be a basic fire energy, the special heat energy, which is also a fire energy, could technically be attached to Centiskorch VMAX from the discard pile after attacking with its Gmax Centinferno attack. But then again, rules can change, so we'll have to see. But if in fact this is acceptable, then you can expect to increase Centiskorch VMAX HP by up to 80 if you have 4 of this special energy attached to Centiskorch VMAX, increasing it to up to 400 HP. And of course, you can always attach a big charm, increasing its HP even further. Here you have Centiskorch VMAX, where every turn you are increasing its attack exponentially, while at the same time making it even tougher to knock out because you are increasing its HP at the same time. Now let's take a closer look at just how strong Centiskorch VMAX's attack can get. We'll look at scenarios and possibilities, and at the same time utilizing other cards in the game. And these scenarios, for the sake of argument, we're just going to assume that energy is from your hand and energy from the discard pile is always available. And I would recommend having a giant Hearth Stadium in your deck, and this will help you to always have a fire energy in your hand to work with. So let's take a look at scenario 1. This is without using any other utility cards. Say you start with Centiskorch V, and suppose you go first at turn 1. You attach an energy to Centiskorch V, and since you cannot attack, you pass. At turn 2, you can now evolve it into Centiskorch VMAX, and you can attach 1 energy to it. So with 2 fire energy, you will be dealing 120 base damage to your opponent's active. After which, you can now attach an energy to Centiskorch VMAX after you attack from your discard pile. Now at the beginning of turn 3, you basically have 3 energy, so your attack has increased to 160. Then you have an option to attach another energy to Centiskorch VMAX. So during this turn, you will have 4 fire energies attached on Centiskorch VMAX, and so your attack will be 200 damage. So if it goes on like this, normally just by attaching 1 energy from your hand, and after you attack 1 energy from your discard, you're increasing Centiskorch VMAX's attack by 80 damage every turn. Turn 4 will be 280 damage. Turn 5 will be 360 damage, and so on. But as with most fire decks, I think going second would also be ideal for Centiskorch VMAX decks. Because going second on your first turn, you can attach 1 energy to Centiskorch V. While you cannot evolve it yet, you can attack, and you can use a support card on this turn. Perhaps having a welder would be good. So let's take a look at scenario 2. Let's try and maximize Centiskorch VMAX attack while we use other good cards, focusing only in increasing its attack for the meantime. So let's add a Volcanion in the equation. And let's just assume that we have the support cards we want every turn. So in this scenario, let's say you go second. Turn 1, you put Volcanion in the active, you attach 1 energy to Volcanion. And you also put Centiskorch V, your basic, on your bench. Since you can use support cards on this turn, you use Welder to attach 2 energy on Centiskorch V. Then you use Volcanion's attack, Flare Starter, and since you went second on turn 1, you search your deck for 3 fire energy and attach all 3 on Centiskorch V. So even in your first turn, you already have 5 energy on Centiskorch V. Now with turn 2, you can evolve Centiskorch to VMAX. You use another welder to put 2 more energy on Centiskorch, and then you attach 1 energy from your hand. Use a switch to put Centiskorch into the active. At this point, on turn 2, now having 8 energy attached to Centiskorch VMAX, you will be dealing 360 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon turn 2. That, people, is any and all VMAX being KO'd in 1 hit. And then after you do damage, you'll be able to attach another fire energy from your discard pile onto Centiskorch VMAX. So at the beginning of your next turn, turn 3, you'll have 9 energy on Centiskorch. Even if you just attach 1 energy from your hand on turn 3, you'll be dealing 440 damage. And if you happen to have another welder on hand, adding 2 more energy to Centiskorch VMAX, you will be doing 520 damage on turn 3. Now, this is probably not realistic as far as actual gameplay. However, it does give us a little bit of insight on how much power Centiskorch VMAX can potentially have. I think this card is overpowered, but I really like its mechanics, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to have fun building a deck around this Pokemon. And there you have it. That's a closer look at Centiskorch V and VMAX in the new Darkness Ablaze set. In the least bit, I hope this video was informative and helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking this video, leave a comment, tell us what you think about Centiskorch VMAX, and subscribe to my channel for more contents like these. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.